The Gemara B'Choros, page 8, relates a fascinating discussion between the sages of Athens and the great Talmudic sage Rabbi Zushe ben Hanania. And this took place shortly after the destruction of the Second Temple. Athens at that time was considered the place, the seat of wisdom and philosophy. And their sages considered themselves superior to any other knowledge, including Torah teaching. So when the Caesar, the Roman emperor, decided to have a confrontation, to have a dialogue between the sages of Athens and the Jewish community, Rabbi Zushe ben Hanania was chosen to represent Torah and its teachers. The Gemara relates a number of interesting riddles that the sages asked. In fact, there were 60 sages against one Rabbi Zushe ben Hanania. Each one of them, Rabbi Zushe answered brilliantly. And here is one of them which deserves some explanation and attention, particularly today, the day after Tisha B'Av. And the Gemara says the following. They brought 2 eggs, identical eggs, and he asked them, which egg comes from a white hen and which comes from a black hen? Rabbi Zushe ben Hanania asked for a moment. He came back with 2 pieces of white cheese and asked them, which one is coming from a white goat and which is from a black goat? Beautiful answer, the Gemara says. They continued. What does this mean? So let's hear what the Maharsha, Reb Shmuel Edels, of whom we are told that his commentary on the Talmud is with Ruach HaKodesh, with divine inspiration. And he gives this fascinating explanation. And he says the following. It takes 21 days for a hen to hatch its chicks. So the lifespan of an egg, unless it's taken away from mother hen, is 21 days. So the Greeks say the following. There are 2 sets of 21 days on the Jewish calendar. There is one set, the one which we just experienced now. From Shivasa B'Tammuz, from the 17th of Tammuz to Tisha B'Av, is exactly 21 days. Days of destruction, days of mourning. Both of the temples were destroyed. Dark days for the Jewish community. The black hen. There are 21 white days. These are the days from Rosh Hashanah till Hoshana Rabbah. Days of prayer, days of forgiveness, days of celebration, days of light, white, purification. So the Greeks say, although you had the 21 days of whiteness, but then you had the 21 days of darkness, destruction, so you are doomed. There is no future for the Jewish people. So Rabbi Zushe ben Hanania brings them 2 pieces of cheese. One coming supposedly from a black goat and one coming from a white goat. What he is saying is the following. On the holiest day of the year, on Yom Kippur, we have a mitzvah which is called, we have to bring Shnei Seirim, 2 goats, identical goats. One is offered on the Mizbeach, on the altar as a sacrifice, and the other one is the Soil Azazel, which is cast off a cliff in the desert. One does representing brightness, white, forgiveness, the white, pure Jew, and our powerful relationship with God. And the other one represents the black moment, the black sheep, so to say, the one who is lost and cast away in the desert. Says Rabbi Zushe ben Hanania that even the white sheep is part of the Yom Kippur experience. Yom Kippur is the day of forgiveness. Yom Kippur is the day of our infinite relationship with Hashem. It's a day which represents the oneness, the unique relationship, the 5th dimension of our relationship with Hashem, the Yechidah, even the one that represents blackness, even the one that represents obscurity, the one who unfortunately lives a life of obscurity, removed from Torah and mitzvahs, is still part of the Yom Kippur experience. has eternal existence. Why? Because we are infinitely connected with Hashem, and all are forgiven. That was the answer, and they understood it. Rebbeinu Shalom. Today, the day after the 21 days of darkness, it is high time to see the light which is coming out of the darkness, which is the Geula with Moshiach, the redemption and the revelation, the bringing down of the Beis HaMikdash into this dark world. Please God, make it happen now.